Hi there, I am Paris Gramann. I am from Empower Creative Agency LLC, the founder of that business, and I do project management for creative endeavors. So, I wanted to bring you guys here today to a goal setting workshop. I have a printout, and it is meant to be a self guided workshop, but I am the guide today. Obviously, it's not self guided. So, feel free to download this PDF and work through it, or give it to a friend or something if they might need to do a workshop like this. I will mention that at different points I will ask you to pause the video and put a timer on your phone. That way this video doesn't have to be crazy long and you can kind of do it at your own pace a little bit too. The first thing that I want to make sure that you have is either a paper, pencil, or if you're a digital person, a digital gal or guy or person, open up the Notes application on your computer or a Google Doc or a Word doc, and be ready to dump your heart and soul out on the paper. All right, the first thing. Make a list of your ideal dreamy goals for your business by your deadline. Today is Thursday, April 8th, about 3:30ish, and Eastern time. And for you guys, maybe your deadline is in a month, or maybe it's in 1 year from today that you're doing this, or maybe it's, on December 31st, the last day of the calendar, or maybe it's January or February or on June if you're a teacher or you're a student or a college student. Maybe it's right as school ends or right as the summer ends. You decide your deadline and make it consistent for this worksheet. Cool. The first thing I want you to do is make a list of your ideal and dreamy goals for your business, for your project, for whatever it is that you're doing this worksheet for your goals. You're gonna put a timer on your phone for 5 minutes and think big, guys. Like if you want to get on Ellen, or you want to sell, I don't know, 1 million copies of your book, something crazy, or maybe 1,000 copies of your book. Do an ideal and dreamy goal list, okay? Pause this video and put your timer on for 5 minutes. All right, are you back? Has it been 5 minutes? If you still need more time, pause this again and put your timer back on, okay? Do that. If you are done though, and you have a really cool big list of your goals and your dreamy goals and ideal goals, now take the top 2 that you think are realistic by your deadline. Maybe that is make a website, or maybe it is get a book deal, or maybe it is get a prototype done, like make a version of the phone case I want to make, whatever. Okay? These are going to be called now your big goals. So circle those or highlight it if you're on a computer, whatever you need to do. All right, so now we're going to go look at these SMART goals. So I did not create SMART goals. What I found is credited towards George T. Duran. So SMART goals, specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-based. What that means is that we're going to turn those top 2 or 3, just pick one right now, just pick one. Put your timer on for 5 minutes again, and instead of just doing something like, I want to do marketing for my card game, let's change it. Let's make it SMART, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-based. So specific. Maybe we say, I want to make a marketing plan for my card game by my deadline, okay? Or I want this many people to know about my card game by X, Y, and Z. Okay, so that makes it specific. Measurable, if you say, I want to make a marketing plan by this deadline, it's measurable. You can say, yes, I did it, or no, I did not do it. That's measurable. If you say, I want 10 people to know about my product by my deadline, or I want 100 people to know. Once you get to that goal, that's pretty measurable. Do 100 people know about it? Do you have 100 followers, or do you have 100 people that purchased, or 100 people on your newsletter? They probably know about your product, right? So that is measurable. Achievable. I want 1 million people to know about my product in a year. Sorry. If you're an average Joe like me, sorry, that's probably not going to happen. I want 1,000 people to know, or I want 200 people to know. That's a little more achievable. So make it achievable. Relevant. Are you trying to get a book deal, but your goal isn't about a book. Okay, make it relevant to what you're working on. And then time-based. Can you say by December 31st, I got it done? Yes or no? Again, that's time-based. Cool. Do that. Pause this video, put your timer on for 5 minutes, and then come back. All right, the timer went off. We're back again. If you need to, put on more time. If you didn't finish, go back, do it. Set a timer on for another 2-3 minutes. Otherwise, if you are done for your first goal, let's keep moving on. We're just focusing on the first goal right now. Okay, we're gonna go to 4. So this part's fun. Brainstorm all the tiny tasks you need to get your first SMART goal done, and put your timer on for 8 minutes. So this means stuff like, okay, I wanna make a marketing plan, right? Let's use that example for my card game. Well, what if you don't know what a marketing plan really consists of? So you might say a tiny task for that is research what goes into making a marketing plan, and then research or draft a marketing plan, maybe make the marketing plan, show people my marketing plan, find people on LinkedIn that are good marketers and ask them to give me critique, fix the critique, execute my marketing plan, look at the data from my marketing plan. You probably also think about, to make a marketing plan, do you need a logo? Do you need fonts? Do you need a color? Do you need a brand guide? So think about all those tiny things. To market, this is a huge one. To market your card game, you need a card game, or at least you need mock-ups and renderings of card games, some kind of graphic design material that shows what your card game will look like. You also need to know your card game name. You need to know your how the card game is played, who is going to be buying your card game, who is the card game for. Okay, you can see there's a ton of tiny little things to do. So pause your timer, pause this video, put your timer on for 8 minutes on your cell phone or your computer, and then put all the tiny little things. Don't worry about it being in order. We're doing that next. Okay. All right, you're back again. And number 5 is to rewrite those orders in order of completion. So, for example, have people look at the draft of my marketing plan. Probably goes after making the draft. So you'd put make the draft, and then you put show or find people on LinkedIn to show my draft to. Show them the draft. Get critique. Fix the draft. Make a final. You put it in order. Also, we're thinking about get a mock-up of my card game. That might happen before your marketing plan. Okay, cool. So I'd say put your timer on for 5 minutes on your phone, or your computer. Pause this video and off to the races. I'll see you in a second. Alrighty, number 6, put dates, deadlines on your small tasks. This is a really good one. So mark these tasks on your calendar, and put a timer on for 10 minutes. How we're going to get this done. So by putting dates and deadlines on these tiny tasks, it becomes a little bit more manageable. So our big goal, right, was making a marketing plan and executing by December 31st. But to get that done, that's a pretty big project. Maybe we say, research what a marketing plan is. Okay, I'm gonna look. I always keep a calendar right next to me when I'm doing this, and I go look at my last date of when my goal is, and then I work in between. So I might say, okay, for December 31st, right now it's April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. That's 9 months away if I counted right. I've had a tough time with months as a kid. Okay, I think it's 9 months away. In that case, then let's see, in 1 month, would it be realistic to have researched what went into a marketing plan and made a draft, like a crappy first draft? That's probably pretty good. By 2 months, maybe I've sent it to people. By 2.5 months, hopefully I'm hearing back. By 3 months, I'm starting to make my better draft. And by 3.5 months, I'm sending out again to see if it's better. By 4 months, I'm starting to execute, and by 4.5 months, I'm starting to see some results, continuing to execute. By 5 months, I have some results, and then by 5.5 months, I've adjusted my marketing plan so that by 6 months, I'm relaunching and trying to see if it's better. That's an example of what that means. So go back to those tiny deadlines, see research. Maybe you put that for 1 week from now. So your homework or your Empower tasks or the goal, mini goal, is due in a week. By doing this and putting it in your calendar, the goal is to make it more accountable to you. So anyways, long story short, put your timer on for 10 minutes and put some dates in those ordered lists and put them on your calendar. Cool. Okay, so you have now made it back to step 7 out of the 7 steps. If you're feeling like you have enough energy, I want to remind you, we just did that with one of your goals. You had circled 1 or 2 other goals, probably too. So let's go all the way back to step 2 and see you circled 2 or 1 or 2 others that you thought were realistic. And then you're going to look to make sure those are SMART goals as well. Once you do that, if you have enough energy right now, start back again at step number 3 and 4 and work your way through your next SMART goal and see if you can match what you're doing and work in that next SMART goal and the tiny tasks in with your other tasks. Again, maybe you're wanting to do your marketing plan alongside the prototype. Maybe your goal is the prototype. So you're saying, or sales, maybe it's sales, right? So maybe you're like, how do I get my prototype to happen? Talk to manufacturers, talk with people, test products, have user testing happen at the same time that I'm having my marketing going. And that's the goal. So I hope this helped. As always, reach out to me if you want to do this together and through my business, Empower Creative Agency. But this is hopefully a way that you can have a bit of free resources and get help. Cool. Bye.